Hello my friends, my name is Cheryl Spengler and I am the owner of ESC Homes, launching actually started in 2025, but there is a backlog in a lot of things and I'm moving at the speed of light. People can't literally keep up. So today we're going to walk through the floor plan of the Solara II. Now this is Solara II because it is 12-foot front ceilings and 8-foot back ceilings, but I have a base model where there's 9-foot ceilings throughout, which is 674 square feet. All this stuff I will detail in great detail. I'll do video overviews. Every possible question that you have, I guarantee I will answer. I have spent the last 12 months living in a 8-foot by 12-foot room to experience and understand fully, absolutely fully, two very, very important reasons why people need this. I mean, there's a million reasons, but there are two. One, people don't want to share their space. People do not want to share their space. You need your own detached area. Second, that's where the 12-foot ceilings came in. You need light, bright, open, expansive. You got to feel big even though it's small. This Solara II is actually 744 square feet because I made one change. That change you're going to see on the left side from the base model, and that is I took part of the 6-foot side porch and made it a pocket office. So let's dive into the floor plan and why I created every single inch of this. It was meticulously planned out based on everyone's needs and complaints. And when I say that, I mean needs and complaints of any size home. First off, there's a lot of windows. All the windows are 36 wide by 60 deep. Some are fixed, some open. And there's clerestory windows above. As you can see in this quick video, there's clerestory windows. 36 wide, 18 tall. 36 wide, 60 tall. These two on the left in the front they open. The two in the middle are fixed. In this floor plan, outdoor living space is absolutely 100% needed, and it needs to be something that people don't have to add on in the end. It is also not something that's included in the regulations of accessory dwelling units. ADUs can have exterior covered porches. They can even have, screened-in porches. They don't necessarily count on the requirements for the square footage. In Fauquier County, you can have up to 800 square feet ADU. That's the one I'm building. It turned out to be around 744 because I don't want to run it right up to the very, I created every single inch of every single part of these ADUs to be affordable. That means affordable for me to build and affordable for you to buy. And in order to do that, I needed to keep the width and the depth of the home at lumber conserving square feet. That's all basically how I can say it is the easiest way with the least waste in lumber. So that's why we have a 24 wide by 28 deep. So the porch in the front is meant to be I love outdoor living space. The porch on the left you can access from the left door. And the purpose of that is because people do not want their office, or even if this is an elderly person, whether it's a millennial, a Gen Z living at home, adult child, or a divorced person or a single person renting, they have an office. Everyone works remotely at some doing something. I don't care if you go into the office. When you come home, you want a space that is not your bedroom and not your living room, where you have where you can have a laptop or computer set up. So there are a few things that people absolutely obsess over in any size home, and that is a coat closet. So once you get in here into the floor plan a little bit closer, you can see that we have a coat closet here. And even though it's only just about, just about 3 foot by 3.5 feet or 3 feet, whatever, it's enough. It's enough to be separate, And then the kitchen, this is an island, and this is kind of an overhang. This will be an overhang, so you can have up to 2 or 3 bar stools. This is a 5-foot island, and it's quartz counters, soft closed doors and drawers cabinets, stainless steel appliances. All this is standard. Standard stove, microwave, double sink. You can have farm sink, you can have metal sink, whatever. There's one window out the side, and you can see that here. If you go over, this is where the sink is. And once you cross this little barrier here, like from the front of the house to the back, you end up going from a 12-foot ceiling to an 8-foot ceiling. And I did that because, one, it saves money on lumber, Also, you don't have to have a 12-foot bedroom or laundry or bathroom, but you definitely want a 12-foot living room and kitchen. So once you walk past here, you enter a bathroom, and this is a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. But this whole floor plan, the 24 wide by 28 deep size ADU, can be a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. You can squeeze in a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, absolutely. All you do is take away a little bit of porch space and you can expand. And none of that requires an excessive restamping from an architect, because I've built this to where the trusses expand. They're called web trusses. They're web trusses, and they allow the width of 24 and the depth of 28 you to move the walls around inside any way you want. So you're not really structurally changing the roof style. Once that is done, it's done, and you can move the walls around. And let's see. Once you come into the bathroom, this is a single vanity and a toilet. This is an expanded shower, so it's going to be custom tile. There's no shower insert here. We're talking about tile work. And this laundry is a nice size. This is like 11'7" by 4'6". That's a really nice size. Now the laundry and the kitchen are going to have a lot of cabinetry, because I know people, we need storage. And we're not talking about storing your crap. That goes in the crawl space. There's really no attic space, because the roof pitch is 2 and 12 or 3 and 12, which basically means almost a shed roof. I did that for a reason, because it gives you the gable look, which people love in Virginia, and it doesn't look like a shed, but there's just not a lot of space. So you can do crawl space, or you can, you're just going to have to downsize. That's why you're in an ADU. The laundry and the kitchen both are going to have what's called like really floor to ceiling pantry. So they're pantry doors that close. And those are all hard, real wood. These are not MDF cabinets, by the way. And that has a window, and you can see that. This is basically the bathroom. That's a window that opens. All these windows in the back open. And I say that because over by the pocket office, these are fixed, and this middle one is fixed here. So back to here, if you have guests over, they stay in your living room, whatever, and they can go to the bathroom and they can leave. They can come in, go to the bathroom and leave. So they're not infringing too much, like walking back through your bedroom to get to the only bathroom type thing. And then you go into the bedroom if this is the only bedroom, and you stick with the 1 bedroom, 1 bath exact floor plan. Right across the hall is the bathroom, and your bedroom is 11 by 11, which is a really good size. Now, if you didn't want this other space I made, which I feel that everyone needs something for a desk, or some type of, this could even be like a sitting room. I call it an office, but it could be just a sitting space. And I'm going to show you what that looks like inside. And this is your bedroom closet. This is your bedroom, lots of windows, 8-foot ceilings, an entryway into a pocket office. This is popular in California in their ADUs, and it's actually a decent size, a very, very decent size. It's 5'8" by 12. Most people, that's like plenty of space. Plus it has a separate exit. So technically you could live in this ADU and have a home-based business, because you can qualify for a separate exit and entrance into your office. Be a doctor, be anything you want. That's kind of like, and also maybe you just don't want to walk back through the bedroom and down the hall to get out. So you want to walk out that way. So that could be closed up, but that's what I put there. And also this left side of the house, this is the customizable thing. This is what's customizable. You can change the color of this, what's called millboard, and it's millboard.com. And it's what I'm using for the exterior, rot-free. It doesn't rot, it doesn't degrade color. You don't really even have to power wash it like you do vinyl. It's very, very durable. The bees and insects and termites do not eat it. They do not nest in it. And it's a way for you to customize. It's like go to a car dealership and every car is the same, but you have a different color you can pick. Somehow Tesla has not gotten this, but we want your ADU to have style. And the style is going to come from you picking a color. These are the colors that you can choose from on this exterior siding. You can have green, you can have blue, you can have ash color. It's just, they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And I'm going to do demos of as much as I can on these colors. But yeah, you can, if you're into dark colors, you can pick that. I think on the model, I'm going to be doing this coppered oak. Sorry guys, I'm just going to stick with traditional on this one because it's going to have to match my main house. So that's that. And let's go back here. Okay, back to the floor plan. Pocket office, something that I think is going to be exceptionally positive. It's going to give you another space. If you want this wall gone, make it gone. You can have a bigger bedroom. Another thing that I was considering on this wall was, instead of it being an actual wall framed with drywall, I was considering making it a glass wall that had a tint. Because I want a lot of things in this ADU. I want them to be smart. By the way, the name of this company is ESC Homes, which stands for Eco Smart Cottages. This is not a tiny home. Do not use that word because people have a mental block around it. They think shed on wheels. This is not a shed on wheels. This is a up to code IRC 2021 stick built on site with a poured foundation of 4 feet crawl space. So let's just go back to here 1 second. Let's just go inside. So once you enter, I just kind of laid all this out to give people an idea. You can have any floor you want, but it's going to be LVP. Oh no, I take that back. We're putting actual hardwood in. We're putting hardwood in unless you want LVP. And the reason is because contractors might tell you that hardwood is more expensive. That I'm going to tell you that hardwood is the same cost as LVP. So it's getting hardwood. The model will have hardwood. I personally am going to, I think, put the black island base and then white cabinetry. There will be tile backsplash. This is supposed to be stainless steel appliances. And you can see here the 12-foot ceiling just really adds depth. Lots of recessed lighting. And these are the pantries that I'm talking about. As many pantry cabinets as possible will be put into here, because that's where you're going to keep your food. I mean, there's just not separate pantry space. And this is the bright, open, spacious look that you end up with. And then, so let's just go back here. Once you step in here, you can like basically go into the bathroom, where this is going to be like a vanity toilet shower. And then straight ahead, you go into the laundry. And this way you go into the bedroom. And from the bedroom, this is what I mean by there's like just an entry door, so there's no actual door. You can have a door, but I'm just saying this is like your bedroom, and you can do whatever we can do. This is all customizable. I mean, you can like take this wall out, you can keep this wall. And this, to me, is something that I think I would enjoy, which is you walk in here and it's like, okay, here's my office. And lots of light, and then you have a separate door and you can come out, and then basically just kind of like, okay, we're back outside. And this is the wall that you're able to customize on this side. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about this floor plan? What would you change? What do you like? What do you hate? And would you buy this?